Welcome to the Run Lift Mom podcast, where we're talking about running, lifting, and momming, not necessarily in that order. Today, I want to, number one, say thank you. Thank you so much for hanging with me in 2020. It has been a fantastic year for this show. We never missed a weekly release, and that is because you sent guests my way. Guests came on to share their expertise, and you sent me questions and topics on things you wanted to learn about. Thank you so much for allowing me to serve you each week on this show. I wanted to give you an update as to what's happening in 2021 because I'm making some pretty sharp pivots as an entrepreneur, and Run Lift Mom is going to change to a degree as a result. All right, the first change that I'm making is there will be more solo episodes in 2021. To this point, I've done mostly interviews with subject matter experts. In fact, out of 150 total Run Lift Mom episodes, 97 of them have been with a guest. What? That is bananas. Y'all, I love doing these interviews, but they're very time consuming, and my motherhood demands have increased at home, and also my business interests have broadened. It's just not as possible to do many. So to this point, I have done mostly interviews with the occasional solo. In 2021, that will kind of be flip-flopped, and I will do mostly solo with the occasional interview. And then the second thing that's going to change, there will be more coaching content. The number one topic request I get for the show, and also the number one consult booking that I get on my website, it's for run coaching. It's also a tough spot though, because I just don't have as much time to do as many one-on-ones as I would like. But you guys, I love it. I love it so much. To me, there is nothing better than helping somebody get to the finish line in a way that fits their daily life and not the other way around, where their life gets put on hold for a race. So I really pride myself on injury-proofing runners and providing schedules that allow them to have a social life or play with their kids or work. So this isn't an infomercial for my schedules because in 2021, I am going to make them free. That's part of what I mean by solo content. Now, there's absolutely a caveat to that. For the first time ever, I'm going to make my episodes time-based, meaning if you want to hear the coaching cues for the provided template schedules, you're going to need to listen to the shows at the time that they publish. I'm going to start next week in January with the 5K program. So we will get rolling the first week of January, and then that is going to run 8 weeks through the end of February. You can either follow along and train at the same time, so go ahead and pick out a race for the end of February or early March, or you can listen along and then grab the schedule at runliftmompod.com/5K. That's runliftmompod.com/5K. And if you do that, you're going to get the entire template. Yes, this is the same one that all 2019 and 20 was on my website for $30. I'm giving it away for free. When you go there, runliftmompod.com/5K, you are going to get the template schedule as well as all of the printables, both weekly and monthly. You're also going to get a 5-day e-course. So we're really going to dive deep on the 5K. And then as you listen to the podcast in January and February, you're going to get coaching cues for the key workouts on your template, and you'll also have an opportunity to ask specific questions. I am so excited about this. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. It could really open the gates in 2021 for other distances. I'm really excited to start with 5K though, and I want to make very clear that this is for beginner runners, or if you've fallen off the wagon over the holidays, or you just want to be in a structured program. This is who this is for. runliftmompod.com/5K, and then you know I'm going to put it in the show notes. So click details or swipe up. I want to make note that there's an exception here, and it is for my Patreon members. So members of my Patreon community, in addition to having access to any scheduled distance that you want right now, so that's 5K, 10K, 10 mile, 13.1, 26.2, or ultra, in addition to having access to those templates, when the audio comes down in March, when all the 5K audio comes down, it will be archived for Patreon members. So that is the exception there. That is the advantage to a membership. Please note that there are two different levels in that membership. One is access to all the templates, training plans, and private podcast feed. And then the other does include one-on-one coaching options. I'm really excited about this in the upcoming year, and thank you to those who have already joined. So that's it. That is it for the 2021 updates, more solo episodes, and more coaching content. And instead of running, lifting, and momming, not necessarily in that order, we are going to focus mostly on running in the upcoming year. I've also got a new show partner, a new headline partner that I am really excited for you to hear about. So stay tuned on that. And for the last time in 2020, remember, for while bodily training is of some value, godliness is of value in every way, as it holds promise for the present life and also for the life to come. That's from 1 Timothy 4:8, and this has been the Run Lift Mom podcast.
Thank you for listening